Hey, and welcome to Beginner's Guide to Poker.com video tutorial on online poker. Now, this is intended for you if you know pretty much nothing about regular poker, and you don't know even less about even less about online poker. Okay, then this is for you. If you've signed up to a poker room before in the past and had a couple of games, it's probably not for you, but you might pick up a few tips and tricks. And I highly recommend you go to beginnersguidetopoker.com. There's a couple of links you can use there to two of the best poker rooms out there, and you'll be eligible for a special bonus. So that's beginnersguidetopoker.com. But on with this. If you go to those poker sites via those links on my site, and on any poker site, there's always a download link. It allows you to download the software and install it. Nearly all poker sites, all the good ones, use some very basic software that you need to install on your PC. It's not spyware or anything like that. These guys have a reputation to preserve, so they don't mess you about like that. It's just a regular little poker program. You launch it and you sign on or create a little account, and then you get presented with this page. Nearly all of them are like this. You get a lobby page. And I just want to, before we have a quick look at, before we go to the game, I just want to quickly show you, it's split between real money and play money, okay? And I just want to let you know, I do recommend eventually moving from play money to real money. Why? Because if you ask any poker player, they will tell you that the game changes as soon as you start playing for money. But you need not play for huge amounts. Look at this. There are some stakes here. If we just load up the tables here, you can play real money for as little as 5 and 10 cents bets. So that really, you're risking hardly anything. You're not risking the bank, you're not risking your mortgage, you're not risking your kid's college fund or anything like that. It's a minor amount. And at the end of the day, we play poker to win money. That's the essence of poker. It's the best card game that you can play where skill it's the card game where skill plays the highest part. Okay, that's why people love poker. That's why at the moment there's 17,000 players on this one poker site alone, and that's not even the peak period. So, I highly recommend that you eventually, after a few games, just deposit a little bit and check out those real money games and see how it goes. Because as long as you're better than average, you should come away with more money. Poker is nearly zero-sum game. The house takes a little bit of money, but pretty much whatever goes in will come out, and someone will win it. And that someone, I hope, is going to be you when you learn more about it. So without much further ado, let's go to the play money games. I'm just going to choose some low stakes for this, okay? And this column here shows a number of players in a room. So let's find a room that is pretty much full, okay? Let's go here. Let's find a room with 7 out of 9 players. This will do. I'm going to double click on here, and it's going to launch the poker room. Here we go. Excellent. This is a game in progress. I'm going to quickly double click on this seat to get in there. And actually, I'll let that game go so I can show you some stuff here. I'll double click an empty seat to join. It says how much money do I want to bring with me. I've got 800 in my bank, which I can top up anyway. It's only free money, and I'm going to just bring 400 to the table. Okay. So here I am. Everyone is represented by an avatar. This is great because in poker, right, a lot of poker, in fact most of poker, is about trying to identify weaknesses in your opponents, trying to figure out what cards they have without actually being able to see them. And you can do that because people it's a human trait. They can't help but betray what's on their mind in their body language. Okay, you can't see bodies here, but in the way that people play, you can tell what kind of cards they might have. So that's why you had these memorable things. I'm just going to click on this auto post blinds. What that means is the dealer chip moves around, okay. After every game it changes person. It doesn't mean you have to physically deal them out, but what it does mean is the two people to the left have to post a couple of nominal bets. That's just to put some nominal amount of money in the pot. Everyone takes turns to do that, and it's minuscule amount. And what happens is everybody gets doled out 2 cards at the beginning. That's what everyone has here. You can't see anyone else's 2 cards. You can only see your own, okay? And we'll see that in a minute. But then what happens is the dealer then plays up to 5 cards called community cards. You can use all 5 of these in addition to your own 2 to make a good hand. Now you've probably heard of a good poker hand. You've probably heard of like a royal flush or a straight or a full house. There's more information about that on my website, beginnersguidetopoker.com. There's a list of hands in ranking order. You'll get to know those. Don't bother memorizing them. The best way to learn poker is just to play the free money tables, because then you get a great feel for it, and then you'll understand it. It's simply the best way. Don't worry about, oh, when it's my turn, what should I do, etc. You don't have to worry about that. It's going to be fine. Okay, that hand is over, and I'm going to post this the blind of 10. Reason is when you join a table here, you're expected to post some nominal amount as well. Okay, these are my cards. These aren't great cards, but I'm going to check. I'll tell you what that means in a minute. Okay, every time there's a betting round, you can you don't have to bet anything. But if someone before you has already bet some money, you're obliged to at least match it. That's why you see everyone here is matching the 10. Okay, now there's 3 cards come down. In poker terms, this stage is called the flop. Don't worry about that. Who cares what it's called? But just to let you know. Okay, so it's come back to me. And what am I going to do? My cards aren't great, but I'm going to check. Check just means stay in the game. No one's bet anything yet. Just stay in the game. It costs you nothing to stay in the game. Okay? I think his cards are probably bad too, because he's checked too. It's his turn now. He's bet. He's confident. And he's called that bet, which means, okay, I'm going to match your bet. Okay? And now it's his turn. He's thinking my cards they're no good. I'm out. He folded. So did he. And you know what? I'm going to do that too. Look, I don't even have a pair. Nothing is on here basically. So I can either call and match that 70 to stay in the game, or I can raise and say, hey buddy, you want to stay in the game? You need to match me. Or I can fold. So I'm going to fold. And looks like it's only down between these two guys here. So he's checking. They're both checking. They just both want to go to the final showdown, I think. Let's see what happens here. This, by the way, is a status bar. It tells you what's going on. There you go. It says here that are they tied for the? They both had an ace and a king high. So actually, no one had very good cards. Okay, next round. Another quick round. I've got a 9 and a 3. Don't bother about these check boxes here, by the way. They're a way of sort of autopilot your selection. You can go and make a coffee and it'll play your next card. But you don't want to do it. It's better to just use the buttons, okay? I'm going to check. My cards aren't great. A 9 and a 3. Well, now things are looking a lot better. I can make a pair out of this. I'm going to check for now. I don't want people to know I got a pair. Let's just leave that the way it is. This here, by the way, indicates whose turn it is. Every poker room has a different way of doing it, but this is pretty cool because it looks colourful. As the time runs out, this thing goes down here. Okay, this guy's confident maybe. He's betting. This guy's giving up. He's giving up too. He's going to match his bet by calling. Again, call to match. What's he doing? He's going to think about it. What should I do? I'll call. I'll stay in the game. Okay. Interesting. What shall I do? Well, I'm going to check. It's free. It's free to check. I can check because no one has put a bet. See, between me and the dealer chip, no one has put a bet. What has this guy done? He's betting 100. Wow. He's calling 100. So they're going for it. He's thinking, ain't worth it. I'm giving up. Ain't worth it. They probably have a flush. They probably have 2 diamonds, I think. I'm going to fold. Let's see here. I bet you these guys have a couple of diamonds. Because they're pretty confident. Oh, he only had one. Oh, wow, he only had a pair of 2s. Oh, well. So, I'm just going to sit out this hand now and quit this room. Just click up here. Yes, I do wish to leave. So that is online poker, and as you can see, it's pretty simple. That's just a taster. What I recommend you do is go check out my website, beginnersguide-to-poker.com. I make a claim there which I stand by. You can learn and get online with poker in less than 10 minutes. There's just three simple lessons there. Lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. I recommend you have a quick read, and inside 10 minutes you'll be online and playing poker against people from all over the world. Look at this, 18,000 people, and it's not even 8 a.m. Eastern time yet. So it's going to go up far more people, and that's just one poker room. So I highly recommend that you check it out. I'll just give you that URL again. That's beginnersguide-to-poker.com. I wish you a lot of success, and I hope that you will win a lot of money in your poker playing career. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time, and see you around. Bye.